Hi everyone, my name is Brandon and I'm going to go over the shear function in Blender. I'll start by showing you how using this function can be helpful. Let's say you were modeling a bookcase and you want to put this decorative trim around the top so the corners merge together nicely. Rather than rotating these points around an axis, the shear tool slides the points along one axis but keeps them in parallel positions. Then you can simply extrude the points to make the next section of the trim. When using the shear function, it's best to stay in an orthographic view. In this case, I will press 7 for the top view and tab into edit mode. Select the plane, edges, or vertices you want to shear. There are 3 ways to access the shear function. You can press F3 and search for it. You can use the shortcut of Shift Control Alt S, although that's not a very shortcut. Or you can select the shear tool from the tool shelf. When you do it this way, Blender displays these handles you can use to visualize what you're doing. I don't use them though, as I've honestly found they haven't been very helpful. I prefer to use one of the other 2 options and immediately apply the transform by pressing Enter. Now you can use these transform settings down here to make your adjustments. Notice the default orientation is set to view. This is fine if you stay in the orthographic view, but if you're going to move around, you'll want to change this to global. Otherwise, the transformation will be off. Here you see options for axis and axis ortho. Understanding these was a little challenging for me, so I put together this animation to help demonstrate. For axis, I kind of like to think of it like a rotation axis. It's the axis the vertices will sort of move around. The axis ortho is the direction you want the vertices to slide on. If you don't get it right the first time, don't worry, just keep playing with the settings and you'll get there. Here I want to set the axis to Z, and I'll set the axis ortho to X because that's the direction I want these points to slide back and forth on. I don't want anything to move anywhere except along the X axis. One of the greatest benefits of using the shear function is we don't have to guess or do complicated calculations to get the angles of this corner to be just right. Once you have your axis settings correct, you can set the offset of the value to 1, and that will give you a perfect 45-degree angle. Set it to -1 to slide it the opposite direction. You can go larger or smaller, but normally you're going to go for that perfect 90-degree turn, and this is what you're going to want to use. Now just extrude it out along the y-axis. As you can see, I've easily made this smooth trim around the bookshelf. This tool is also useful for door frames, window frames, anything of that nature. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. And for other short tutorials, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks.